Hey, Tiki, Jason Eckhardt, how are you?
What's up, Jason?
Hey, so I will preface this real quick. I am an Eagles fan.
Oh, oh, oh.
But with that being said, I think the fact that you've earned my respect over the years of how well you performed should be, something to be admired. So
The
a couple,
reality is you actually hate my brother more than you hate me. That's what I say to
exactly. Let's
every
not
single
bring
Eagles
that
fan.
up.
I
Let's not.
have to, man. He scored the last touchdown in the vet. I mean, I have to bring it up.
Jeez Louise. You know what? I'm going to change my line of thinking now. No.
I'm just kidding.
So two questions, a two-part. One's hopefully an easy one, but from a resiliency end, Scott asked that question early, how you kind of
Yeah,
clearly performed better later in your career, but you also had, some fumble issues
that's right.
early on. And I know you've spoken out about those to help some younger folks and that, but I guess generally speaking, part one is, where did that kind of resiliency come from? So obviously you took that to heart, you improved and
Yeah.
clearly, stepped it up. And then at the end, you can answer this. Who's truly your most hated team? Is it Cowboys? Is it Eagles? Like
It's
just
always the Cowboys. It's
okay.
always the Cowboys. Just to
All right.
answer your second question first. So I grew up a Washington
Same with
fan,
me.
right?
Same
I
with
grew up,
me,
I grew up,
Tiki.
I grew up loving the Washington at the time Redskins, and like I had friends that I went to high school with that loved the Cowboys, and I'm like, what in the world? Like, how do you like the Cowboys? And so it was clearly because they were front runners and they were buying into America's team, right? And
Yeah.
so the Cowboys, even though they weren't as big of a rival as the Philadelphia Eagles when I was playing, they were the team that I despised the most. The
Well, we're aligned
resiliency,
there.
yeah, exactly. So the resiliency, and by the way, I think it was absolutely respect with the Philadelphia Eagles. In fact, my first game of my career was the Eagles in 1997. My last game of my career was also against the Eagles, a playoff game. And so when I retired, that basically that last game, Brian Dawkins gave me this big hug, and he's like, "Man, you're a warrior. We're gonna miss you. We're gonna miss competing against you." So it was, it's I have this like weird bittersweet, like love hate, actually despise hate relationship slash respect with the Philadelphia Eagles fans. The resiliency comes from, I think, my mom. She was a single mom growing up in Southwest Virginia, and I watched her struggle, and I didn't realize it until I was older. But I knew that no matter what, she would find a way to provide for us, and if we needed these running spikes from East Bay magazine. You guys remember East Bay magazine?
Oh yeah.
If we needed the running spikes, she would find a way to do it. And there was just this innate like accomplishment that always happened with my mom, and I never wanted to let her down. So I think a lot of it comes from her, but also it comes from my brother. I have a twin, identical twin, who was very successful, and if he was successful and I wasn't, it kind of made me feel bad, and vice versa. So we pushed each other really our entire professional lives. So I've had some good influences to help me do it.
Awesome. Thank you.